Today I'm going to talk about oil and how nowadays it is in almost everything around us. In alcohol, plastic, even electricity is produced by burning oil. So it is important to know how it works. Petroleum. Petroleum crude oil is a naturally occurring, toxic, flammable liquid consisting of a complex mixture of hydrocarbons of various molecular weights and other organic compounds that are found in geological formation beneath the Earth's surface. In its strictest sense, petroleum includes only crude oil, but in common usage it includes both crude oil and natural gas. Both crude oil and natural gas are predominantly a mixture of hydrocarbons. Under surface pressure and temperature conditions, the lighter hydrocarbons methane, ethane, propane, and butane occur as gases, while the heavier ones from pentane and up are in the form of liquids or solids. However, in the underground oil reservoir, the preparation, which is gas or liquid, varies depending on the surface conditions and on the phase diagram of the petroleum mixture. An oil well produces predominantly crude oil, with some natural gas dissolved in it. Because the pressure is lower at the surface than underground, some gas will come out of solution and be recovered or burned as associated gas or solution gas. A gas well produces predominantly natural gas. However, because the underground temperature and pressure are higher than at the surface, the gas may contain heavier hydrocarbons such as pentane, hexane, and heptane in the gaseous state. Under surface conditions, these are condensed out of the gas and form natural gas condensate, often shortened to condensate. Condensate resembles gasoline appearance and in similar composition to some volatile light crude oils. Refining of crude oil. Fractional distillation of crude oil is the first step in the production of many of the materials we have come to rely on in modern life. All our fossil fuels, virtually all our plastic, degenerates, and composition alcohols are made from products of this process. At the refinery, once the oil reaches the refinery, the work to separate it into useful products begins. Oil refineries are enormously complex, and each part of the distilled oil goes through several stages of processing. However, the very first step is break up the crude oil. The crude oil is a mixture of many different chemicals. The majority of these are hydrocarbons, which are molecules made only from the element carbon and the element hydrogen. The mixture of hydrocarbons contains both alkene and alkane molecules, and the length of the chain vary widely, from 5 carbon atoms up to 6 carbons or more. Since fuels need to be very specific in terms of the length of the carbon chain, the different lengths need to be separated. These different length chains are called fractions. The boiling point of a hydrogen fraction, which is the temperature at which it evaporates, is dependent on the length of the carbon chain. Those fractions with shorter chains evaporate more easily than those with longer chains. This explains why petrol, which is mainly made of 8 carbon molecule octane, evaporates more easily than engine oil, which has carbon chains in the range of 20 or more. In order to separate the different length chains in the crude mix, it is heated to a very high temperature. The temperature is set so that all those fractions with a carbon chain length of 20 and below evaporate from the crude mix. The temperature cannot be set higher than this, as there is a risk that the lighter fractions will ignite. The remaining liquid, which is composed of only heavier fractions, passes to a second location where it is heated to a similar temperature, but at a lower pressure. This has the effect of making the heavy hydrogen fractions more likely to evaporate. So basically now we know how crude oil is made, and these are the links that I use so I can find the material for this project. Thank you.